footsteps faded down the hall, but I still hear them through these walls, like echoes stuck inside my mind of everything you left behind. Your picture's still up on the shelf. I try to take it down myself, but every time I reach that frame, I feel too much to look away. You took your love but somehow stayed in every part of me you made. Now I'm just all of me left behind, a heart still stuck in yesterday's time. Every piece you used to hold feels incomplete, feels uncontrolled. I'm trying hard to redefine a life that doesn't feel like mine. You walked away but didn't take all of me you left behind. I wear the words you used to say like they still mean something today. I'll never leave, I'll always care, but now they're just empty air. I changed the sheets, I changed the room, but nothing changes, missing you. Every corner still belongs to a love that went too wrong. I let you go, but not the pain. It finds me in the quiet again. Now I'm just starring me left behind, trying to heal the losing time. Every memory you replays, like I'm still living in those days. I'm learning how to realign, put the world where you're not mine. But every step I try to take still feels like you. Picking up every shattered part of us, trying to become someone who doesn't need your love. You left your voice in my head, your ghost inside my bed. You left a version of me that I don't know behind. One day I'll be whole again, but tonight I'm still undone. Empty glass on the counter, 2 a.m. glow. City lights blur like a place I don't know. Your voice lingers in the quiet air, like a ghost that's still pretending you're there. I trace the rim where your lips once stayed. Every memory tastes like yesterday. I told myself it'd finally be okay, but healing never listens anyway. I try to sober up from you, but your love runs deeper than the truth. I'm still drunk on what we were. Every word, every touch, every blur, like a high I can't erase. Every night I chase your face, and I know you're gone for sure, but I keep pouring more and more of the past I can't ignore. I'm still drunk on what we were. Your jacket's hanging by the door again. I swear I put it away back then. Guess some things don't ever leave, they just learn how to breathe inside of me. I scroll through pictures I should delete, looking for something that still feels complete. But every smile's a silent lie, frozen moments that survive goodbye. I should've known we'd fade like smoke, but I held on like it was hope. I'm still drunk on what we were, on the pain that I prefer. Every kiss I still rehearse, like forgetting would be worse. And I know you don't need me anymore, but I'm stuck outside your door with a heart I can't restore. Still drunk on what we were. Maybe love was just a temporary high, a beautiful and bittersweet goodbye. Maybe I was never meant to stay, just a feeling you could throw away. But why does it still feel so real? Why does it still hurt to heal? One more memory, just one more lie, one more reason I don't say goodbye. One more night where I pretend you'll come back and love me again. I'm still drunk on what we were, even though it only hurts. Every piece of you I keep is a wound that runs too deep. And I know I should let go, but you're all I've ever known, and this love I did not break. I'm still drunk, still drunk on your bones. the counter to wind glow. We were sparks in the midnight air, lighting up like we didn't care. Every touch felt infinite, like a flame we couldn't quit. Now the room's just cold and dim, the same walls but you're not in them. All that heat we used to feel faded into something unreal. I keep reaching for the light, but it's gone without a fight. We were a fire that forgot to burn, a lesson we never got to learn. All that passion turned to smoke, left me with a heart half broke. We were blowing in the dark, now there's nothing but the spark. I'm still here, but it don't hurt the same. We were a fire without a flame. We stopped trying without a sound, let the silence pull us down. No big fight, no crashing end, just strangers where we'd been. I kept warming up your side while you slowly said goodbye. Through the cold between your hands, I felt everything we had. You were fading, I held tight, trying to relight what died. We were a fire that forgot to burn, a love with nowhere left to turn. All the heat just disappeared, left behind what we both feared. We were dancing in the dark, now I'm left with every scar. I'm still calling out your name, but we were fire without a flame. Maybe we were never meant to last, just a moment burning fast. Maybe love can lose its spark even when it stops so bright. I was trying to hold the light while you let it fade tonight. No ashes, no goodbye, just a slow and silent die. No explosion, no release, just a fading memory. We were fire that forgot to burn, still aching every time I turn. Every memory feels the same, like a ghost of what became. We were blowing in the dark, now I'm left with empty arms. You said her name like it was nothing, just a story, just a friend. But the way your voice went softer, told me something in the end. I saw the distance in your eyes long before you said goodbye. I kept blaming someone else just to keep from blaming you or myself. I made her out to be the reason, so I didn't have to face it. Heather was never the problem, it was the way you looked at her, like I was just a memory and she was everything you were. I tried to hate her for you leaving, but the truth was hard to swallow. It wasn't her I was losing to, it was already over. Heather was never the problem, you just stopped loving me. To compare every detail, every laugh, every smile, wondering what she had, but I didn't stay up for miles and miles. I changed myself to fit your world, turned into a different girl. But no matter who I tried to be, you were already out of reach. I kept fighting for your attention while you were letting go without mention. Heather was never the problem, it was the silence in your touch, the way you held me like a stranger, like I was asking for too much. I tried to paint her as the villain, to stick in my heart a reason, but deep inside I always knew you were already leaving. Heather was never the problem, you just started needing me. Maybe it's easier to blame a name than admit love doesn't stay the same. Maybe I was just afraid of being the one you outgrew, so I turned her into the storm while you quietly moved on. But the truth I couldn't escape was losing you. She didn't steal you, you were never mine to keep. She didn't break us, you were already incomplete. Heather was never the problem, you was the way you fell out of love, the way I kept holding on with you'd already given up. I don't hate her like I used to, I don't need someone to blame, just the hardest truth I learned was you just changed. Heather was never the problem, it was me loving you after you were done. So I let go of her name and the story I created, 'cause love didn't break because of her, it broke because you couldn't stay. You said love would never change, like seasons couldn't touch our name. We were summer in the cold, a little reckless, a little bold. Now the snow falls where you stood, and nothing feels the way it should. I'm holding on to what we were, like dandelions in December. We bloomed in a time we didn't belong. Now I'm left trying to hold on, like dandelions in December. We were never meant to last, soft and beautiful together, but too fragile for the past. I keep wishing you'd remember all the promises we made, but love don't survive the weather, and you let us fade away. Like dandelions in December, we were gone before we stayed. I still walk those empty streets where your hand once held on to me. Every corner calls your name, but nothing answers back the same. You were warmth I couldn't keep. Now you're buried in the deep of every what if I replay, in every word we didn't say. I tried to keep you safe inside, but love like ours was never mine. Like dandelions in December, we were delicate and rare, floating through a cold forever. You were never really there. I keep searching for the ember in the ashes of your flame, but love don't fight against the weather when only one remains. Like dandelions in December, you disappeared the same. Maybe we were just a season, dressed up like a lifetime. Maybe I was just believing in a love that wasn't mine. Still I hold on to the pieces, even though they cut so deep, 'cause letting go feels like losing the only part of me I keep. Blow me away like a wish in the wind, say we were something even if we weren't. Say you remember, even if you don't. Like dandelions in December, I'm still reaching through the cold for a love I can't remember the way I used to hold. Every moment feels like winter since the day you walked away. Now I'm nothing but a whisper of the words you couldn't say. Like dandelions, as in December, we were gone before it could stay. So scatter all our memories into a sky that won't return, and hope someday, in some season, we were more than just a burn. You said it's nothing, we're shaking hands, but I could feel it slipping through the cracks again. Your eyes are somewhere I couldn't go, already leaving, even standing close. You held me like a fading dream, like you were halfway in between the truth you hid and what I knew, before you ever said we're through. You tried to cover up the fall, but I could hear it in it all. You're a bad liar with a good goodbye. Couldn't look me in the eye, but you walked away so perfectly, like you rehearsed, leaving me. Every word you tried to hide fell apart in your disguise. You couldn't stay, but you didn't try. Bad liar with a good goodbye. You said you needed space to breathe, but you were breathing fine without me. I watched you drift, I felt you fade, while I was begging love to stay. Kissed me like it was the last, like we were already in the past. And I was holding on too tight to something you let go that night. I kept believing every line while you were perfecting your goodbye. You're a bad liar with a good goodbye. All your forevers passed me by. You made it look so easy to leave, like I was something you didn't need. Every truth you tried to hide was written clear between your lines. You couldn't stay no matter how I tried. Bad liar with a good goodbye. Wanting it to last, even when I felt you slipping fast. Maybe I was scared to face the truth behind your pretty face. You didn't mean to break me like this, but that don't make it hurt less. Say it once, say it clean. I don't want you, not like you. Simon said it loud when you turned and walked out. You're a bad liar with a good goodbye. Left me here asking what, how you could love me yesterday and disappear without a trace. Every promise, every line faded right before my eyes. You couldn't stay, but you said you might. You said it's nothing, we're shaking hands.